Paul truly is one of the most kindest, incredible, powerful people. I want to tell you guys, I had a quick experience with him at last MVU, and he was doing this meditation that was all about money. And you had to understand what was your relationship with money. And then we did a powerful meditation. And nobody had ever asked me this before. And I never actually taken the time to go into my subconscious mind and really understand. By the end of this short meditation, I open my phone and I have a text message, and it's me on the covers of Forbes saying, one of the rich, it wasn't real in the moment, but it was this image. And it came to me right after. And I realized I actually had this internal switch in just 22 minutes. That is what possible. He is so incredible. He can make you rich. He can make you skinny. He can make you successful. And he understands the power of meditation. So I'm so excited for all of you, because joining us live right now is Paul McKenna.
Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you for that introduction. And boy, have I got a dynamic 40 minutes for you. This session is called Success Mindset, and we're going to be doing a whole bunch of techniques. We're going to be doing 5 techniques, some NLP, some hypnosis, and I'm going to help you program your mind to be more successful. Over the years, last 40 years, I've had the opportunity to work with really successful people in the world of sports, the arts, in business, and to learn some of the strategies that make people successful. And given that I'm a hypnotist, I'm going to be offering your subconscious mind amazing breakthrough things, so you can break out of things that are holding you back. You can achieve more than you thought possible before, and you can be happier. Because when we talk about success mindset, this is the way I think of success. If you excel at one thing, but to the cost of everything else. So say, for example, you make a lot of money, but you burn yourself out and you don't have any friends. To me, that's not real success. That's just achieving in one area. So let's just do a very quick overview of where your life's at right now. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 would be bad, 10 would be good. Where's your health, mental and physical? Just make a note, because we're going to come back to these numbers a bit later. So also on a scale of 1 to 10, where are your relationships, personal and professional? Where are where's your career, scale of 1 to 10? Where is your finances, your spirituality, and your general levels of happiness? Now, put those numbers aside, because we'll come back to them later. So during this session, you are going to get, most people are going to get breakthroughs, right? You're going to, and some of it will be awesome. You'll suddenly be like, wow, that feeling that I'm held back or I'm self-sabotaging is gone, right? And suddenly you'll start to see opportunities. You'll be able to think creatively, more amazingly about your future and about yourself. Some people will just get a sense that something's happened, right? And then over the next few days, like, bam, you'll see opportunities. You'll feel this amazing confidence. And, life will be more amazing and beautiful, because we're going to program your mind to make that possible. Now, when I ask people who's operating at 100% of their true potential, nobody ever says yes. So that means there's room to increase your potential. So why wouldn't people be at 100% of their potential? That's because usually they hold themselves back. They're frightened of super success, or they self-sabotage. They've got patterns in their subconscious mind that hold them back, or they just don't believe they're worthy, or they get imposter syndrome, that sort of thing. Now, we're going to go, first of all, make some changes there in the unconscious. So where do these sort of beliefs come from that hold us back? Well, very often early in life. I remember once this guy came to see me when I first started as a hypnotist back in the 80s. And he said, every time I start to get successful, I sabotage myself. And I know I'm doing it. And I just can't stop myself. Now, I wouldn't do it like I did back then. We're going to do it in a different way right now. But I regressed him back. And I said, when did this start? And what happened was, when he was a kid, he said to his mother, when I grow up, I want to be successful. And his mother said, oh, you don't want to be successful, son. Those successful people, they have heart attacks. And bam, it went into his subconscious, because it was said by an authority figure at an impressionable age, with the power of a hypnotic suggestion. And the unconscious, by the way, is not logical. It's purposeful. And its purpose is survival. So as soon as he started to get successful, his unconscious would go, hang on, we could have a heart attack, bam, and stop it, right? So I pulled that, and of course, he went on to greater success. This technique we're about to do, what it does is it communicates with the aspects of the unconscious that might be in conflict. You see, I remember doing this one day. I was actually doing a spider phobia on a TV show, morning TV here in the UK, and I was backstage with these two ladies who I was going to do the demo with. And one said, "Could you fix her relationships?" And I said, this was a beautiful looking woman. So what happened? She goes, "Oh, I date the same kind of guy, ends in the same kind of way." And I don't know why I just do it. I just pick that same kind of guy and it always ends in the same kind of way. And so I did the technique I'm about to do, which is get the two aspects of self, the part that wants a relationship, the part that sabotages, get them together and get them to work together to fulfill their positive intentions, because both of them have positive intentions. Well, anyway, this took minutes. That's all. And she writes to me like a month or so later and says, "I met someone. I just want you to know it's going really well." And then she writes to me a few months later and says, "I'm getting married." And then she writes and says, "And I'm having a child." And I just wonder if it had anything to do with that process that we did that took a few minutes that day. Well, of course it did, because I've done this thousands of times. And this is a deceptively simple technique. It's an amazing NLP technique. And this is just one of a whole bunch of techniques that we are going to do over the next few minutes during this session together. So what I'd like you to do is make yourself comfortable. And if it's okay, close your eyes if it's safe to do so. And put your hands out in front of you with your palms facing up. That's right. There you go. Now, listen to my voice, because I want you to get in touch with that part of you that wants to succeed and achieve. Now, it may be in a specific area of your life. It might be in relationship. It might be in your career. It might be in regard to making money. It might be in regard to losing weight, anything, right? But any area of your life where you want to do better, right? And you're stopping yourself. You're blocking yourself. You're sabotaging. You're just not able to do it. That's right. Get in touch with that part of you that wants to succeed and achieve, and put it in one of your hands. Just let it sit there and get a sense of what it would be like to succeed and achieve. What would it be like? Yeah. You're able to, that's it. Yeah. Get a real sense. Now, on the other hand, I'd like you to put the part of you that stops you or holds you back, part of you that maybe sabotages, right? Now, as I mentioned, the unconscious, not logical, it's purposeful. Its purpose is survival. It's got a positive intent. It might be overdoing its job if it's stopping you from succeeding with the level that you want in a particular area of your life, or maybe several areas. Now, get a sense that you've got part of you that wants to achieve in one hand, the part of you that's stopping you in the other. Now, here's the magic. Bring your hands together so one is laying on top of the other. That's right. Just let these two parts sit there together and let them figure out how they can both work together. So I want to say to that part of you that's been holding you back or sabotaging, thank you for all the good things. But I'd like you now to stop sabotaging and let success and happiness come forth even more, but with all protection. But let these two parts figure out at the subconscious level how it is they're going to work together. And in a moment or two, you'll suddenly get like a click, like a feeling like, oh, it's possible these two aspects of me could work together. We could, yeah, it's possible that it feels like these two things, these two parts. And by the way, when I talk about parts, they're aspects of self. We say a part of me wants to go to the cinema and a part of me wants to stay at home. They're just aspects of self. Now, when it feels like it's possible they can work together, pull your hands towards your chest. That's right. And integrate this new super part. That's right. And now, I want you to imagine achieving whatever it is you want, without sabotage, without holding yourself back. without any imposter syndrome. What will it look like, sound like, and feel like? There you go. That's make it rich and bright and bold, sounds loud and feelings strong. What's success and happiness going to feel like? That's right. What will you see? What will you hear? How good will you feel? Get a real strong sense. Let your unconscious mind know that this is what you want. Hey. And then, when you're ready, relax your hands, open your eyes, and come on back out. Okay. Now, I did say this was deceptively simple. And that when you do this, don't be too surprised at the phenomenal changes you start to notice. Now, it might be already you're going, feel different, right? Or maybe you're going, I don't know if I do, but I think something shifted, right? And then just observe over the next few days how things are different for you. How suddenly you just, a little bit, then a little bit more, a little bit more. Gradually, life gets better and better. I've seen this be so transformative. I remember doing this a few years ago with a lady, and she came on the stage at one of my events, and she was dressed very scruffily, and she was having trouble holding down a relationship, and she didn't really have a proper job. She flipped from one thing to the other. Anyway, I saw her about 6 months later. I didn't recognize her. Dressed in a smart suit. She was in a functional relationship. She started a business. It was doing great. But I've seen this one thing change people dramatically because it goes to the unconscious mind. So we'll fade the music out now, and I'm going to explain the next part of this session that we're doing together. So as I mentioned, the two reasons that people that they don't succeed is they either hold themselves back, they sabotage, etc. The other reason that people don't fulfill their true potential is they just don't think big enough. They don't think rich enough. They don't think most amazingly. So we're going to do a couple of processes here. Now, there's something that psychologists refer to as the self-image, and that is the way we think of ourselves. And it's like a blueprint, right? And that determines what you can and can't do, right? Because, people have beliefs in their self-image that I'm just not artistic, or I'm a shy person, or I'm never going to really amount to that much. I'm not worthy of it, that sort of stuff. But I'm going to do two things to move you out of the present self-image and into a kind of optimized you. So once again, now people say, well, I don't know if I visualize that well. Look, you don't have to visualize as well as an artist. Do you know what color your front door is? Well, yeah, great, you visualize. Is the door handle on the right or the left? Well, it's there, isn't it? That's fine, yeah? So don't get hung up on whether the visualization is perfect. So I know there's one or two perfectionists present. So once again, I'd like you to close your eyes, if it's safe to do so, and make yourself comfortable. That's right. Just close your eyes if it's safe to do so, and we put on some relaxing music once again. Because I'd like you to think about somebody who you know loves, approves, and respects you. Somebody who you know loves you. They respect you, they approve it. Now, I'd like you to imagine right in front of you. Imagine you can see them. There they are. They're looking at you. They love you. They respect you. Now, float out of yourself in your imagination and float into them. And look at yourself through the eyes of love and respect. That's right. Notice all the things that they notice about you, that they love about you. And they think you're amazing. They love you. They respect you. Wow. Yeah, notice it. Really see it through their eyes. Get a strong sense of how it feels. Wow. That's great. Now, this is the important part. Take a picture in your mind. Float back into yourself and stick that picture of yourself in your mind, looking at yourself through the eyes of love. Feels good. Now next, Again, we're going to shift that self-image. I'd like you to imagine a great big cinema screen in front of you. And on that screen, I'd like you to see a you that's living at your true potential or close to it. A you that's happy. A you that's full of confidence and joy and optimism. A you that's resilient. A you that's peaceful, strong. A you that's positive and optimistic. Look at the expression on your face. Look at light behind your eyes. Look at your posture, where you connect with other people. That's it. Everything about you that exudes happiness and joy and optimism and confidence. The way you connect with other people. Sound of your voice. Strong and positive. Look at it there on that screen, that cinema screen. That you that's optimized. That full potential you. Now, I'd like you to float over and into the screen. That's right. Float into the screen and float into you. Step into this super version of yourself. See through the eyes of your optimized self. Hear your internal dialogue inside your mind saying, all is well. All is well. And feel how good it feels. That's right. To see through the eyes of your optimized self, hear your internal dialogue, and feel what it feels like to be in this confident, optimistic, joyous you. And notice where the feelings are strongest in your body. And give them a color. Any color you like. And move that color up through your neck into your head. All the way around your head. And down through your shoulders into your arms and hands and fingers. Ooh, down through your chest into your stomach. Move that color down through your legs to the tips of your toes and double the brightness. And double it again. That's right. Till you're glowing with this color. You're glowing with this beautiful vibration of joy and happiness and love. That's it. Confidence, resilience, positivity. Woo! That's right. Feel it. Now, from this place, I'd like you to imagine another cinema screen in front of you. And imagine a you on that screen that's even more joyful, even more happier, even more confident, more creative, more full of love and optimism. That's right. Look at the expression on your face, the light behind your eyes, your posture, the way you connect with others, sound of your voice. Everything about you that exudes healthy, happy, joyous, confident you. And then when you're ready, float once again into the screen and step into this optimized you. See through the eyes of your optimized self. Hear your internal dialogue once again, saying inside your mind, all is well. All is well. And then feel how good it feels. Wow. And once again, give it a color, that color we just did, and move that color this time even more brightly and intensely up through your neck into your head, down through your shoulders, into your arms and hands and fingers, down through your chest, into your stomach and legs, to the tips of your toes, and double the brightness, and then double it again, and double it again until you're glowing with this amazing feeling. Then imagine taking this feeling with you into the rest of the day. Imagine taking this amazing state of mind and body with you into your home life. Imagine taking it with you into your work life. Imagine taking it with you into dealing with challenging people and situations. But you're able to do it because you're in this beautiful place. Woo, that's right. And then when you're ready, just open your eyes and come on back out. Okay. So that's it. We can stop the music, Harry. Thanks. That's it. All good. So what you should now be feeling is really pretty good, right? Oh, look, good. Yeah. So what we've just done is two very powerful NLP techniques for for first of all, moving you beyond limitations, blocks, sabotage, but also moving you into this massive, greater potential, right? Yeah. So that right now you should be feeling really, really good, but also feeling like possibility, like life could get better, like things are amazing, right? But we ain't finished yet, right? We've got still more to do. Now, it's really interesting that but basically, if you look at the happiness levels, thank you for all this love, I appreciate it. If you look at the happiness levels of today, they're about the same in the 1940s as they are today, right? And um, I found that curious, but I think I know why. Because we've confused pleasure with happiness. You see, pleasure is the glass of champagne, it's buying a new handbag or sports car or something, right? Happiness is when we're living our values, right? Now, there's nothing wrong with pleasure. I'm all for it. But pleasure doesn't last, right? Happiness is there all the time. You see, I used to be a massive goal setter. I still, I like goals. But my life is because all I had was goals. So I got stuff done, but then I was on to the next, on to the next. I never stopped to enjoy it. And also, when I had a shift into my life being about values more than goals, I became much happier. Now, look, my personal goals are things like health, top of the list. If you haven't got health, what have you got, right? Mental, physical health. My personal goals are things like love. Do I feel loved? Do I love my family and friends and etc. Right? Because if I can tick that box each day, health, yeah, love, freedom, right? Do I get to choose most of the things that I do in a day? Yeah, so that's freedom for me. Am I creative today? Did I do something creative? Wow, yeah. Was I kind, right? Yeah. Did I make some sort of positive difference, right? These are my personal goals. Now, goals are basically those things not goals, are values. Values are the things that are most important to you. And some people go, well, I think I know what it is. So hang on, just take a moment and think to yourself, what are the things that are most important to me? And it might be family, it might obviously health, it might be my career, it might be things like that. 'Cause sometimes people will say to me, and when I say, what do you want? They'll go, money. And I'll say, well, what will the money give you and get you? They'll go, security. I go, okay, so the value is security, right? Yeah. So we're going to do a quick process now. Peace of mind, people are saying, absolutely. We're going to do a quick process to put you in touch with your values, right? This is, again, another visualization exercise. And Karen, if we can have some tranquility for this, right? Because I'm not doing the trance for about another 5-6 minutes, okay? But yeah, I'm going to look at getting lovely things like love, kindness, thank you for all these things. But I want to give you a really strong sense of what's important to you. So I'd like you to close your eyes if it's safe to do so. And I'd like you to imagine going off into the future to near the end of your life. Not the end, but near the end. And I'd like you to ask yourself, given the way I live my life right now, what do I wish I'd done more of or less of? Take all the time you need to get those insights. What do I wish I'd done more of or less of? Now, I'd like you to bring those insights with you. Some of them will be conscious, some of them will be at the unconscious. Bring them back with you, all the way back now. And just contemplate that for a moment. Maybe you want to make some changes in your life. Maybe emphasize some things and not others. Now we're going to do a similar but slightly different process. Because now I'd like you to, once again, with your eyes closed, go out into the future to near the end of your life. Not the end, but near. And I'd like you to imagine you've had the most amazing life. It's been phenomenal. It's been incredible. It's been beautiful. Wow, what a ride. What a joyous, beautiful life you've had. And ask yourself, what was it that made it so wonderful, so amazing? Was it the people? Was it the things you did? Things you didn't do, things you stopped doing? What were the things that made your life so amazing, so worthwhile, and so beautiful, so joyous and happy and amazing? There we go. That's it. Just learn from your unconscious mind and these insights. And then I'd like you to bring those amazing insights back with you, all the way back. That's it. Bring them back to now. And when you're ready, I'd like you to open your eyes and come on back out. And just take a moment, because what we've done is we've gained some hindsight ahead of time, right? We've gone out into the imagined future and asked, first of all, given the way I live my life right now, what do I wish I'd done more of and what I wish I'd done less of? You know, when I did this process years ago, I went, oh, I wish I'd loved more, laughed more, been less competitive, you know, that sort of thing. And then when I went back out having presupposed that I have an amazing life, I suddenly saw that it was health, it was family. These are just for me, right? You know, it was creativity, it was making a positive difference from the world. It was spending time with people I love. I mean, please tell me in the comments the sort of things, the insights that you got, right? Because something like this can be a game changer, right? Literally, people have said to me, you know, that simple process, I suddenly went, what am I doing this for? I should be concentrating on this, right? More of this. These things that make me happy. Oh, look at this. Self-love. Yeah, that's it. Authenticity, great love. Family. Yeah, beautiful places. Positive impact, happiness. Spending more time with people make me happy. Art, music, community. Yeah, all these. Wow, isn't this fantastic? Right. Believe me, we're not finished yet. Because you see, what we're going to do right now is we're going to do hypnotic trance, but we're going to combine it with some manifesting, right? We're going to do some hypnotic manifesting. I don't know if anyone's up for that. Now, the thing is, I'm big into manifesting, but I do it slightly differently, I've noticed, to a lot of people. Now, ordinary manifesting, by the way, works, is great, right? But it's two-dimensional. So it's goals. And by the way, if you've got clear goals, you're significantly more likely to make them happen than if you're vague, right? So if you're vague, it's like setting off in a boat without a rudder. You could end up anywhere. So thank you for all the love, by the way. It's so good. I'm so grateful to be connecting with you today. I'm loving the opportunity to work with you. So very important to have a clear idea about what you want. Now, people say to me, but I don't know. I don't know what I want. It's okay. We're going to go and sort that out, right? In fact, we're gonna do more than three-dimensional manifesting. Three-dimensional manifesting is when you imagine you've achieved your goal. What do you see, hear, and feel? Yeah, I like to do it in 4 dimensions, right? So what I do is I travel out into the future on what's called a timeline in NLP terminology. Now, let me demonstrate what a timeline is. You see, when I think about next week, I see what I'm doing there. Next month is further away. And, you know, the summer is there and Christmas is way further off. So for me, the time stretches out in front of me and the past is behind me. Now, some people have the past on their left, the pictures of the past on the left, present is now, and then the future goes that way. Some people have it go round, some people go down to up. There is no right or wrong way to structure time. But I would just like you to take a moment, because what we want to do is lock the series of pictures in your timeline of you healthy, happy, and successful, because that does something amazing. When you lock it into the way you code time, the neurocoding in your brain, what happens is all of your energy, all of your creativity, all of your motivation, all of your behaviors suddenly become focused on making that happen. And, you know, I love the way that it was Einstein who said, it was a fantastic quote, and it's basically that energy is everything. And that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality that you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and create a phenomenal reality for you, but we're going to create it in your timeline so that you've got it coded in your head, right? And your brain knows, oh, I want this to be the direction that my life goes in, and you can see yourself healthy, happy, and successful. Now, the reason I say this is important, because a lot of people spend more time making a list for the supermarket than they do the next year or 5 years of their life. And so one of the things that we know just from goal setting, people with goals, clear goals, far more likely to achieve them. People who are goal setters generally make more money. They get more of what they want. And so what we're about to do is to imagine a really great future. But then what we're going to do is we're going to figure out the steps before. We're going to back engineer how we got there. What that does is that then tells the unconscious mind, oh, I see the steps on the way to my journey. See, this is why people who do New Year's resolutions, nearly everybody fails, because they're not strategic plans. They're not done in a system. They're just wishes. And if all you had to do was wish, then we'd all be living in mansion houses, living a life of luxury. Wishes, oh, I'd really like to quit smoking or lose weight. Or so. No. When you get a strategy like we're about to do, you are significantly more likely to achieve it. So what I'd like you to do, and Carrie, it's the final piece of music now. I'd like you to relax, and I'd like you to close your eyes if it's safe to do so. And I'm going to be talking to you, and we're going to be visualizing things, and then I'm going to ask you to relax deeply. But you don't have to relax deeply at first. I'd just like you to get comfortable. And what I would like you to do is I would like you to imagine traveling out 1 year into the future. But I'd like you to imagine that it's been, if not the best year of your life, one of the greatest years of your life. It's been amazing. Now, if that's true, if it's been this amazing year, it must have happened in regards to your health, both mental and physical. It's been the most amazing year of your life. What must have happened in regard to your relationships, personal and professional? You've had one of the most amazing years of your life. What must have happened in regard to your career? What must have happened in regard to your finances? What must have happened in regard to your spiritual life? And if it's been one of the most amazing years of your life, what must have happened to your general levels of happiness? Now, live a day in this wonderful, beautiful, fantastic year. What do you see? What do you hear? How good do you feel? What are the things that let you know that you're healthy, happy, and successful? That's right. Get a strong sense of it. And then I want you to keep the good feelings with you, but step back from that on the timeline and make a big, bright, bold picture like the size of a cinema screen of you there 1 year from now on the timeline, living that beautiful life. Float back from it 3 months and ask yourself, what must have happened 3 months before? All of that, great stuff. Just get a sense of it. Then, I'd like you to float back 3 months before that and ask yourself, what happened 3 months before that? And get a sense of it. And then, I'd like you to float back 3 months before that and ask yourself, what happened then? Get a sense of it. And then float all the way back to now. What I'd like you to see as you look down your timeline are pictures of you, healthy, happy, and successful, 3 months from now, and a slightly bigger picture of 6 months from now, and a slightly bigger picture 9 months from now, and a great big picture, cinema-sized screen of you and your life, amazing, 1 year from now. And then put pictures way off into the future on your timeline of you looking healthy, happy, and successful, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Now you've done that, keep it in mind and remember to look at that succession of images every single day, because you get more of what you focus on in life. And now I'm going to ask you to relax. Because I'd like you to imagine how you would twice as relaxed as you are right now. And float into that more relaxed you. See through the eyes of your more relaxed self. Hear your internal dialogue. Slow down. Feel this deep relaxation. Now, from this place, imagine how you would look. You're twice as relaxed as you are right now. And float into that more relaxed you. See through the eyes of your more relaxed self. Hear your internal dialogue slow down and feel this deeper relaxation. And while you feel deeply relaxed, I'd like to speak to your unconscious mind. I'd like you to become an even happier person for the rest of your life. I'd like you to, when you sleep tonight deeply, your unconscious mind will process all of the different suggestions that I've been giving you, all the visualizations that we've done together. And your unconscious mind can figure out how it is going to make this awesome year happen for you. And you don't have to consciously know how you're going to do it. You don't have to consciously know how you're going to overcome limitations and blocks and self-sabotage. Just you will. You can, at times, stop and think about a timeline with your success images on it. And you can imagine that you on the cinema screen, the optimized you, and step in to that you and see through the eyes your confident, optimistic, joyous self. Hear your internal dialogue strong and positive, and feel this wonderful energy oscillating, vibrating on a frequency of love and joy and happiness. There we go. And soon it will be time to awaken from this lovely trance experience where we've programmed positive images into your unconscious mind so that you become the most amazing version of yourself and wonderful things begin to happen. Don't be too surprised if later on suddenly you get an epiphany or visual, a realization about something you need to do, a change you need to make, or if you just naturally find yourself feeling more joyous and optimistic and confident for no particular reason other than we've programmed your subconscious mind to do so. And just before we finish, I'd like you to reinforce every positive thought ever had about yourself. So beginning to return to normal waking consciousness now, feeling refreshed, relaxed, and alert as I count back from 10 to 1, 10, 9, 8, coming back now, 7, 6, 5. That's it, nearly back. 4, 3, 2, feeling so good. 1, wide awake, feeling amazing. Woo! Well, thank you for all the love. I'm blown away. Thank you so much. It's such a joy for me to do my job, and the things we did over the last few minutes, I've been sort of perfecting those for 4 decades now. So, don't be fooled by the deceptively simple nature of them. What, just visualizing and my life gets better? Oh yes, thoughts create the world, right? Everything you see around you right now once started as a thought in somebody's mind. So you've got so much power in your mind. And I want to say thank you for showing up today. I do hope our paths cross again. It's been a beautiful experience sharing this time with you. Be safe, be well, be lucky. Bless you. Bless you. Okay. Caitlin, saw you getting joyous there.
Oh my gosh, Paul, thank you. I was so deep in that. I was like, am I going to come out of this okay? Do I seem different? Because I feel
You seem
different.
good.
I hope. I feel so amazing. I love how you said we can spend so much time writing down a grocery list and
Yeah,
planning our life, but doing this timeline exercise and really
yeah.
walking us through that. Paul, that was incredible. And I hope you can see what is happening in the
I
chat right
know.
now. I
It's
feel
just,
grateful. I'm
it's,
happy. That was powerful.
thank,
Thank you for sharing your gifts with us. That was incredible. We love you so much, Paul.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Much
Thank
love,
you.
Caitlin.
Thank
Much
you.
love, everybody. God bless.